Summer not only means East Texas kids out of school, summer camps and vacations, it's also an annual effort to promote reading through summer library programs. KLTV's Bob Hallmark shows you why more kids than ever are joining in.
At libraries in Longview and Hawkins, summer reading programs offer a wide variety of activities to go along with reading.
If they're not excited about it, if they're not interested in it, they're not going to do it. So the fact that they are excited and interested in reading is very important. It's good for thinking, it's good for creativity and imagination.
Away from the required reading of a school year, summer reading gives kids a chance to read what they're most interested in.
Wings of Fire, and I finished the Harry Potter series last year.
Dogman, Captain Underpants, Cat Kid. Read a book and you can see it from different perspectives. You can draw up your own picture in your head, and the kids with their big imaginations, that's what they need.
Longview Library has hosted board game events as well as play events. Allen Memorial Library in Hawkins has had a theme for each week of the reading program, from travel to adventure to today's theme, which is food of the world.
Pizza and popcorn.
Pizza and popcorn, okay.
And lemonade.
Adventure through different countries, and today we wanted to give them a chance to be chefs and to cook food from different countries. It's a chance to explore what those cultures are like through books.
The objective, get kids to discover the power of reading, to formulate their own ideas and opinions.
Such a vast opportunity for education once you start reading. There's so much knowledge out there and available to you once, as soon as you start reading.
Bob Hallmark, KLTV 7 News.
The Longview Library partnered with the Longview Police Department to give out 20 Kindle Fire tablets to kids who are registered for Summer Reading Club as a special prize raffle. Congratulations to all.